Hi Leo, welcome to Light Stage Intuitive, or welcome back if you're one of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. I'm going to be doing a general love reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general, so it may not resonate fully for all of you. If you find this is not your message, you might want to check one of the videos for your other planetary placements. Also, my intention is that this is timeless, so whenever you feel yourself drawn to watch this video, that's when it's intended for you. I'm going to do your energy here, your person's energy here, and draw some cards for the connection and the relationship and the energy there down here, and we will talk about what comes up. I did start by pulling a card from the Divine Guidance deck by Cheryl Lee Harnish. These images, I think they're fractal patterns. Don't quote me, but whatever the case may be, they're images that just are supposed to trigger thought, stir your soul, maybe, fire you up in some way, connect with you on some level. Take a moment, look at that image. I don't like that glare on there. I hope you can see that. I will read from the book for this quickly. If you feel like it, pause the video and take a moment to really focus on that and see what speaks to you. It's a beautiful card, and I think it's very appropriate for you, Leo. All right, so this card, number 17. And I feel like Taurus had this one as well. Maybe you have Taurus in your chart. Maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, or maybe it's just a theme grander than just one sign. Empowerment. This card, I'm going to do it this way actually. This card shows a gentle yet powerful opening and energy flow, of the third chakra, the power center. Through your own willingness to stand tall and be all of who and what you are meant to be, you naturally vibrate a dynamic energy that has a positive and empowering effect on others. Through your own acts of self-kindness and self-love, you have given yourself permission to shine a gentle and loving strength. This is exactly what the world needs right now. You are giving the gift of self-empowerment to everyone you meet. Go, Leo. That is beautiful. I love it. All right, let's see, Leo, what's going on with you? What's up in your world? What's the heart of the matter for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? All right, guys, let's see what's going on. Talk to me. Alright, at the heart of the matter, whoa, too many cards. Everybody's so talkative this week. I love it, actually. What's up? Okay. What's at the heart of the matter? What's really going on? Oh, my word, Leo. Okay. Alright, we have the Princess of Cups, which I believe is the Queen of Cups in this deck, and the Strength card in reverse, or not Strength, but the Nine of Wands in reverse, which means that you're letting your defenses down, you're opening up emotionally, and you have the Five of Pentacles crossing you. So, okay, you're in a very emotional place. This could be you, it could be who you're dealing with. But Queen of Cups is very intuitive, psychic, very emotional, loving, nurturing. She is very watery, and she cries easily, not like she's unstable, just she feels her emotions and she lets herself feel them. She releases them, she shares them. And she's a safe place for you to do that as well. I feel like with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, she's been, or you have been, in a very defensive, protective place. And you are beginning to release your defenses, to take them down, to find your strength within yourself and realize that you can protect yourself without these walls. And with the crossing energy as the Five of Pentacles, I feel like you're either realizing that you are not shut out, that you're not cut off, that you have the ability to take care of yourself, that you're good on your own, or you're afraid. You're afraid of taking the walls down. I mean, I see a defensive stance. You're coming out of that. You are beginning to open up, but you're still protective. There's still, I feel like you've spent quite a while feeling isolated and alone, as if you didn't have enough, and I think largely because of the defenses that you built around yourself that isolated you, which you're beginning to take down. But there's a fear. I mean, I feel like you were in that place for a long time. You were comfortable with that, even if you didn't like it. It's what you knew, and this is uncomfortable to you. It's different. It's a change. But I feel like you are doing this. You are releasing this. Don't let it get the best of you. Just take it one step at a time. You can do this. You guys, I feel like this is part of you, going through loving yourself, and through your example of loving yourself and your self-respect and your self-empowerment, you are a shining example to those around you and to the world. It's not an easy process. I see that. What you have beneath you, the root of the matter, is the Tower. So there's been a huge shakeup. Something very drastic, very major has changed in your life. It could be a real tangible thing, moving homes, changing jobs, ending a relationship, beginning a new relationship, or this could all be internal. This could all be restructuring the way you think about things, the way you've believed things to be, things you've held to be true, really looking at those. But either way, it's big, it's very transformative, and it's life-changing. You're tearing down old structures to rebuild them with more solid foundations. I love it. I actually really like the Tower card. It's not always easy, and sometimes the Tower comes as a very scary, difficult change, and sometimes it's very beautiful and subtle, but it's significant and impactful regardless. What you have behind you in the immediate past. 3 of Swords, so heartache, heartbreak, loss. You've been going through it, Leo. I see it. You've been going through it. But I feel like you're in a good place right now. It's not, you're working through it. The 4 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the Devil. Wow, okay. The 4 of Pentacles is not feeling like you have enough. It's feeling like you need to hold things close to your chest and be protective of what you have, whether that's something that you want to begin, a project that you're starting, or it's actually your tangible things, like maybe feeling like you don't have enough money, that you don't have enough of this or enough of that, and you want to hold tightly onto what you have. You probably already know this. It's a lot easier to say things than to put them into practice, but if it is a fear of not having enough, give it out, share, be generous, be abundant, because the more you give and the more grateful you are for the things in your life, the more you have to give and the more things you have to be grateful for. Now, if it's something like I feel like this is more about you holding your cards close to your chest. There's something that you are working on, planning, putting your effort into. This can be the Deceit or the Theft card, but it's also strategic planning. And I really feel that's more about what's going on here. I feel like you are planning some things that have to do with that are strategic. You're trying to put some things together, make a plan of action, but you're holding it close to your chest. You're not ready to share it. I feel like you're not ready for it to be exposed to criticism yet. You're still noodling out your ideas. And you have the Devil here with this as well. I feel like this could have something to do with addiction, or, whether that's sex, drugs, shopping, alcohol, too much exercise, giving too much of yourself, or whether it's about ideas or thoughts in your head that you have allowed to keep you chained, and you're trying to work your way out of this energy, figuring out how to stand up and walk away, because I think you've already realized, the thing about the Devil is he's the trickster. You're not actually bound. Those locks aren't even locked. All you have to do is take them off and walk away. I think you've realized that. You're still planning how to walk away, how to leave this behind you. Wow. What you have before you in the immediate future. Wow, the Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Discs and the Knight of Discs. So I love this, Leo. I love this, Leo. This is actually a very grounded. I see turmoil, I see shakeup, I see change, but I also see a very grounded, determined energy here for you. You're gonna figure this out. You've got your plan in motion. I feel like it's already in the works, and part of that includes this pinnacle, this new beginning, this seed that you want to plant for your abundance, for your stability and your security. And with the Knight of Pentacles here showing up next to it, you will plant this. You will do what's required, and you will be successful. Because let me tell you, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the effing deck, but he is slow because he doesn't skip the steps. He knows that it's necessary, that it takes time, that it takes discernment, that there's a season for everything, and that you have to follow the steps and the processes, and he always reaches his goal. So whatever the seed is, this pentacle that you want to plant, it will grow. It will come to fruition. All right, on the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. So very passionate, very motivated. I'm not surprised to see this here. You're a fire sign. I feel like that's you. I feel like you have a very underlying fiery passion for this work that you're doing. I really see you doing a lot of work on yourself, a lot of work that's taking you back to the foundations. And you're building stronger foundations. And also, I feel with you, the Nine of Swords in reverse, I feel like you are being so brave, letting down the walls by choice. You're confident and strong and comfortable in who you are and the balance that you have, and that you can take these bricks from this wall one at a time. I love it for you, Leo. I love this healing energy I see here. All right, let's see what's going on with your person. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on with this person? Alright, at the heart of the matter for your person is the Princess of Cups or the Queen of Cups. This is, you have the same card in the same position. You guys could be marrying each other. Very emotional, very loving. This could be you showing up in their reading, or vice versa. Take this how this resonates. For me, I really feel like this is you, Leo, but this could be your person, and this could be over here. But in either case, I feel like this Princess of Cups or this Queen of Cups is the same person. The crossing energy is change. The Two of Pentacles, needing balance, figuring out how to keep those things in their life that are important in the air. Keep them moving. It's balancing the spiritual and the worldly matters in life as well. They could be very, very busy. They could see you as very busy. This is someone who potentially has a lot of things on their plate. What is beneath them, or the root of the matter? Wheel of Fortune. All right, fortune is, the wheel's turning. Fortune's changing. This is good fortune. When the wheel is upright, things are changing, turning in your favor. It's a big change for them, or big change. Big change. A change in the cycle. I mean, they feel it, they see it, they know it. What is behind them in the immediate past? Eight of Wands and Seven of Wands. So there was communication or quick action for, Seven of Wands is a card of perseverance. I feel like someone communicated about a need to put in the effort and to persevere, to not back down. The Seven of Wands is, like I said, it's a card of perseverance. This is someone who is fighting a battle, fighting what feels like an uphill battle. But they're doing it very successfully. They're fighting off all six wands with one. They're capable and competent, and they have everything they need. But it is not easy. It's difficult, and it takes a lot of effort. But I feel like this effort is being put in, and there's communication. There was communication about the effort as well. The what's above him or what's on their mind. They could be a Gemini. That was a lot of cards. I was kind of being silly there, but it could be. All right. What's on their mind? 5 of Wands. So there's a little bit of strife, they have a little bit of conflict going on, and they see some potential difficulty. But this is not like, a major battle. This is kind of, some friends sparring, some playful banter, maybe rubbing elbows just a little bit, but not, not hugely dramatic, huge wounds. What they have before them in the immediate future. I'm going to take these all because they fell. Is the Ace of Swords. So this is communication, thought, clarity, a new idea, a new path of learning. With the Six of Pentacles, this is about... I love this actually, Leo. So there's going to be some communication about equal reciprocity. I feel like some things have been unbalanced in the past. There hasn't been an equal give and take. And with this Devil here in the reverse, I see that coming to an end. There's communication about releasing this toxic, imbalanced energy and trying to find a balance and equal reciprocity within this situation. Wow. On the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. I feel like this all started with one or both of you really up in your head, really feeling trapped, overrun, just sleepless nights, nightmares, not being able to see a way through. But I do see you guys finding a way through this. There's so much healing here in this reading, so much releasing of toxic negative energies and renewal. All right, let's see what the cards for the connection between you have to say. What's going on between Leo and their person? Sorry, I know that's really loud sometimes. All right, guys, talk to me. What's up in this connection? What's going on between you guys? Everybody's good. That's a lot, but I'm just going to do it. So we have a star, and this is about spiritual healing, renewed hope, and promise. The Seven of Wands again, which is about the planning, strategic planning, trying to figure out a solution to something, a path forward. With the Strength card, that's you showing up in your own reading, Leo. This could represent you, could represent a lot of strength required, needed for this situation. With the Eight of Cups, walking away from something to it healing. So like I said, like, someone had a fire lit under their ass. I'm just going to say that. Someone had a realization, someone was touched, and it led to some planning towards healing. I mean, it required some planning, some forethought, some awareness. It wasn't easy. It was very difficult. It required a lot of strength. But it led to walking away from something. I feel like I see the Devil a couple times here. I feel like it could be an addiction, a codependency within the relationship. But walking away from that, leaving it in the past and moving towards this healing energy. I mean, look at this card. She's just sleeping on the clouds in the so peaceful and tranquil. Such a healing energy. And this is having help and assistance with that as well. It's very divine. Okay, I'm going to get a couple more. The Ace of Swords, it brings clarity. It brings new truth. It brings a new... I just feel like these two cards go together. It's like you, Leo, I don't know if you went through this or your person went through this, but it is transformative for you. I feel like this is really you loving yourself, healing yourself, valuing yourself, recognizing your worth. And through this process, you're radiating this light to the world, this new idea, this truth, this clarity. I mean, it's so beautiful, this card. Wow. And the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, you are you're beginning anew. You want to grow. You want to take this truth and clarity and build a solid, stable foundation for movement forward. And this owl here makes me feel like you have a newfound wisdom. Maybe wisdom you've always contained, but you are connecting with it. You are listening to it. You are trusting it. Wow. All right. Sorry, I know I'm obsessed about where the cards are. I can't help it. On the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. So, yeah. Very stable, very secure, very grounded, very nurturing and loving, very wise. So overall energy could be your person, could be you, could just be the energy of the connection between you. I'm going to grab a couple of cards from the universe has the back, just some thoughts or words of wisdom to leave you with, whatever the divine thinks you might need to hear as you go on your way. And it came right off the bat. Aww. Yeah, I think you guys have had some realizations about your power. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And perception is truly everything, guys. So focus on your inner light, Leo, and it's going to change the way you see the world. It's going to change the world. It's going to affect other people positively. Energy flows where my intention goes. So very true. I feel like you know that. I feel like you're focused in the right way, and you know that it's almost like you focus your energy on that, your intention on that, and it's like starts a ball rolling. It starts in motion, and it's as it is propelled forward, it is pulling you forward with it. I feel like you feel that happening in your life. Wow. I love this. I love this for you, Leo. I hope this helped. I hope it resonated for you. I like to think that those of you that make it to the end of the video, it actually resonates. If so, I would love it if you would hit the thumbs up button or the bell to subscribe. It has something to do with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps get the video out there for other people to see it. And otherwise, until I see you again, I'm sending you lots of love and light.